Welcome back to Hanksy Panksy No Bollocks, a little podcast where two brothers, all sixes and sevens, got into a right barney with Tom Hanks, spent too long with that Sherman tank at Dwayne Johnson, took a right butchers at Keanu Reeves, and now spending some time with our favorite black beans as Bullock. I'm Sam Siegel.
I'm Lee Patrick. That was an epic delivery
Thank you.
of that.
I barely had to look at the written out intro this time.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that was awesome. So I'm just getting my notes ready. I said I was ready, Sam, and
Yeah,
we smacked the button. I'm not.
yeah, you're full of shit.
I'm
That's
full of
what you
shit.
are.
I'm a total liar, pants on fire.
You pretty like stop, drop, and roll, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know, man. What's up, my dude?
Oh, did a little bit of blueberry picking yesterday.
Where'd you go blueberry picking?
Why Mountain?
Why Mountain, Arkansas?
Yep. Went out to Y Mountain with the family. We did some blueberry picking, had a nice time, came home, made blueberry muffins.
Fuck yeah, dude.
So, uh, so having a ball over here.
Yeah, that sounds super like we got to reclaim the word quaint,
Mm-hmm.
man, because people say quaint derogatorily these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
That sounds quaint and an extremely positive. It's like cottagecore as hell to go pick your own blueberries.
Let me tell you, it was um wonderful.
Yeah,
Kenna had a good time. Lewis had a good time. He actually really liked picking blueberries. He ate a lot.
nice.
Um, but he's pretty good at picking them. Had a very good time identifying the good ones, and then he'd go, "Oh, there's one," and then he'd grab it and drop it into his little bucket. Um, Kenna did get scared of the many bees and wasps that were around fertilizing the plants as they do.
Hmm.
Um, I, however, adored it, and found myself essentially zoning out and just picking berry after berry after berry. And so, what we decided is that next year, I am going to take myself out on a date and go out blueberry picking and listen to a podcast. And I think pick them fucking dry because I will not stop.
Is it over? Is the season over, or can you go back?
We're at the tail end of it. So,
Oh man, because you got
been,
throw on some fucking true crime and go hit them bushes, man.
oh man, I just like, you just kind of bliss out at a
Yeah,
point. Plus, we have so many blueberries from yesterday. It was like 3/4 of a gallon. We don't really need more right now.
yeah.
We're pretty set.
Now let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
Are you berry specific? Because I know of some great patches of blackberries in the
So they
area.
they do have blackberries there as well. We're not as big fans of blackberries.
They're a more challenging fruit, aren't
Mm-hmm.
they?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because they got them seeds.
They got the seeds. I did like that the at the farm where we picked, they had they were selling some jams that they made,
Hmm.
and one was a blackberry jam that they advertised as nearly seedless, which
We
is
did the
pretty,
best we could,
it's
man.
kind of the best you can aspire to with a blackberry jam. It's
Yeah,
like almost there.
yeah. Basically good,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah. Anyway.
It's like with orange juice, like no pulp. This is like least grit.
Hmm. What would be the pulp equivalent? It would be um like essentially pulp free,
Yeah, mostly pulpless.
mostly pulpless. Well, that's awesome, man. Turns out, I mean, we're at that age, right? Like we're approaching the like mid 30s where it's
Hmm.
like you just find out stuff about yourself. Like turns out I love berry picking or
It's
like
a nice little activity.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
probably would not have enjoyed it 10 years ago,
Mm.
but now it's like, look, I'm touching grass. Like it's very measurable, you know?
Yeah.
Like you can see the progress you're making, unlike with like a lot of stuff that you do. So it's just satisfying in a way that I had not anticipated because I thought it would be like a decent time. And then get some like nice blueberries to make like a cobbler and some muffins and that sort of shit.
Yeah.
Uh, and it was, but it was so much more.
Yeah. That's sick, man. And hey, if you want to expand this, you could be a
Hmm.
farmer.
Hey, don't think I haven't considered it from time to
Yeah.
time. We
Because
actually are already making plans for where we're going to plant some blueberries in our backyard.
now we're talking.
So,
Now we're
um,
having a conversation.
'cause have I told you? Yeah, I told you what we're growing back there, right?
Yeah, we talked about the bastard tomato plant hornworms or whatever they're
Yes, yes,
called.
which I have yet to see more of because I moved them over by my oregano and my basil.
Nice. So that
And
actually worked. The thing we talked about
seems to
last
have
time.
worked, yeah. And
Nice.
I now have I think 5 or 6 little cherry tomatoes
Mm.
that are ripening on the counter that I've harvested. So we've got that. We got we got a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean,
Lavender,
on this
rosemary.
earth, for sure, we've got a lot of time.
Well,
But
relatively speaking, we have so little.
true. Depending on how you look at it, it's either
Hmm.
entirely too much time
Hmm.
or definitely not enough. And
Yeah.
ain't that just living?
Ain't that our cross to bear, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But you know what else was our cross to bear?
Oh, all-time segue. Yeah.
1996's 2 of my sea.
Truly excellent.
Though I probably should ask, what have you been up to?
Oh, I was gonna say not much. I was in LA all of last week.
Yeah, how was La La Land?
La
As
La
I'm pretty sure
Land,
they call it. Holly
yeah,
Weird?
Hollyweird was excellent, man. It was
Mm-hmm.
because here's the thing with New England, which we're actually going to get into in great detail because this movie
Yes.
takes place in New England, Rhode Island specifically.
Mm-hmm.
The weather here is absolute garbage. It's just the worst.
You
I
know where I
see.
live, right?
Yeah. It's kind of the inverse of what you got going on.
Hey,
Um,
hey, bud.
yeah.
The dew point the other day was 77.
Whoa,
That's
okay.
not soupy. That's walking in oatmeal.
That is walking in oatmeal.
It literally does not matter what the fucking temperature is. When the dew point is 77, it feels horrible out there.
Yeah.
It feels actively unsafe to be outside.
Yes, which is true. So I take it
Last
back.
night, it was
Yeah.
like 88, right? Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Dew point of 75. I walked down the street with Lewis twice, and it was horrible.
Hmm.
You would get a little bit of a breeze, and it was like, oh, this feels okay.
Yeah.
Outside of that, wretched. So don't fucking sit here and tell me that your weather sucks because it's like cloudy and cool, which I would fucking kill for,
This is true.
and I have.
Well, I'll put it to you this way then. Sitting on the curb waiting for our ride in LA where it was 72,
Hmm.
sunny, nice
Hmm.
breeze and palm trees.
Yeah.
For both of us, it'd be pretty, that's a good term. That's a
Look,
good, yeah.
that's nice. I would prefer cloudy and cool.
Oh, well, hey, I mean, we got literally this bed right here.
Hmm.
Anytime. It's got your name on it, bud. Anytime.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm looking at it. My name is not on that.
It's true.
So until you Sharpie my name onto those sheets,
Yeah, I can't do it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to remember. So next time there will be a sign that says
Sam.
Sam's Place.
There we go. Excellent.
Anyway, all that to say, LA, La La Land, Hollyweird was an amazing sort of escape.
Hmm.
Um, I ate sushi so good, Sam, that it wrecked retroactively every sushi I've ever had.
Oh yeah.
It was Unbelievable. I mean, they don't need me to rep them, so I'm not going to say who they are because they should be paying me for that because they're like a big institution in LA.
Okay.
Um, but holy shit, was it good? The food was phenomenal. Company was great. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good trip. That's literally it. And then we've just been it's talking about getting older. The other weird thing is that like I have like a social battery
Mm-hmm.
that I it's like how batteries over time like don't charge as much as they used to. They lose
Mm-hmm.
capacity. My social battery has lost a significant amount of capacity as I've gotten older.
Mm.
Um,
I I don't know if that's part of getting older or if that's just being an introvert.
it could be a mix of both or
Mm-hmm.
COVID, like maybe the pandemic or
That probably did
something.
something.
It did something.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, but I've just been recovering for the last week, ever since returning.
Nice.
Also, boy, howdy, is that a long flight? 6.5 hours,
Mm-hmm.
booby is it's not the
It's a minute.
longest. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's longer flights for sure, but domestically it was fun to see two oceans in one day. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
You could always take a little jaunt down to JFK, and I think they do that 23 and a half hour flight to Sydney.
See, that would be a lot. That'd be too much, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's too much. In
Yeah,
one go?
in one go.
What?
I don't know
Oh,
that they have fully committed to that, but I know they did like a literal like research flight
wow.
where they had a small number of passengers and a bunch of researchers
Mhm.
to figure out how can you do this? And like, because it was actually like pretty interesting because they were looking at like when you give people meals, the kinds of food that you give them. So like they gave them like I think maybe an hour after takeoff, like very melatonin rich foods,
Oh, okay.
and then like dimming the cabin lights. And so seeing like can you do a flight this long and have people and minimize jet lag
Yeah.
when they arrive. And so it was interesting, especially hearing from people who did it. I don't think I could do it
I don't think I could either. That's entirely too long to be confined
to a
to
tube.
to a tube, to a metal tube in which you do have the ability to piss and shit, which is great.
Hmm.
But otherwise you're stuck.
Yeah.
Um, Woof, that would be brutal. Especially if someone is analyzing you the whole time.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of researchers are sort of stacked around your like little seat
Hmm.
and are sort of you're hooked up to things and they're really, really analyzing you for 23 and a half hours while you sit there.
I almost feel like that could be a better experience because you know you're
Mm.
in good hands, right?
True,
They're
true.
doing their utmost to maximize your sort of rest experience.
Yeah,
Um,
this is true.
is your hell a 23 and a half hour flight where in hour one you get glutened?
Yes, and this isn't like that's not a hell that's like, oh man, it would suck if. That's a thing I have to think about every
Mm-hmm.
like the days before we take a long flight
Mm-hmm.
and the day of. And Sam, do you know where in the world you're least likely to find gluten-free food? Like what spot in the world
Is it
is
seat 23B on a on an A321?
You would be correct. And weirdly, the destination preceding seat 22B, um, the airports, the number of times I've had peanut butter M&Ms and beef jerky for dinner at an airport
Mm-hmm.
because that's it. That's the only option.
There's not a lot of offerings at
No.
it depends on the airport, I feel like. You know,
Yeah.
if you get a modern day LaGuardia, which I'm still bitter about,
Uh-huh.
um, you got a lot more options.
Yeah.
But your run-of-the-mill airport or your shithole Denver, um, you got like three places and they're all basically the same and the lines are a mile long.
Yeah. 100%. Like literally, we got Shake Shack
Mm-hmm.
breakfast on our way to LA because turns out they do a gluten-free breakfast.
Huh.
But even then, Sam, it's a gamble because I don't know if cross-contamination's in play, and my ass is about to be in a seat, and your
Mm-hmm.
boy, I gotta be three deep in the next to the window
Right. Yeah.
because otherwise I get sick. Because my, as we've famously talked about on this podcast, my weak ass inner ear,
Yeah. Your gentle constitution.
my gentle constitution cannot handle not being in a window. So if something goes wrong with me
Mm-hmm.
on the gluten front, I'm making these poor people, like one of which is my partner, which is great, but then the other person is going to have to move like six, seven, 10 times during this
Mm-hmm.
flight just so I can go like blast ass.
And here's the thing, and I don't think this is gonna make you feel any better, but as you scooch by, you are gonna have to rub your doo-doo ass basically right in their face.
It's so true. And it doesn't help them if I'm like, I have celiac, I need to go like right now. Because one, that's a lot of information about a stranger. And
Mm-hmm.
two, see above about doo-doo ass.
Yeah, I am. So if I'm that person in the aisle seat, which is not where I want to be on a plane,
Hmm.
um, and you tell me that on your way out on trip one, I'm hitting the flight attendant call button and I'm saying, put me in any other fucking seat. I do not care. Is it
Yeah.
next to is it between like a really agitated MAGA chud and a crying baby? That's fine, as long as no one shoves their doo-doo ass right in my fucking face.
Yeah. I do think you've just described the worst possible seat scenario. I think you nailed it.
Uh-huh.
I think that is the worst set of seatmates you could like. I like the unattended crying baby more than I like the agitated MAGA chud, if I'm honest
Uh-huh.
with you. They're in conjunction though.
Together it's a bad scene. The only one that would be worse would be like having to sit next to RFK Jr. after he returns from the bathroom barefoot.
Yeah. And then
Um,
because you'd have to watch him drink all that unpasteurized raw milk.
oh, he's just chugging this raw milk, and then he's gonna talk to you, and it's that horrible voice of his that
Yeah.
just it's such an unpleasant experience, and he's gonna tell you a lot of stuff about vaccines that's just wrong because he doesn't believe in the germ theory of disease.
Yeah.
Um, and so he's just gonna be like, "Well, I'm gonna go swimming in sewage now," and it's just like, "Bud, fuck off."
Yeah. You would get to ask him if the brain worm flies for free though.
Yeah, do you have to buy a separate ticket for that bad boy, or how's that work?
Just pretty good. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
if you do strike up a conversation with him, I figure at some point you go, "Am I talking to the worm or am I talking to Bobby?"
Just, hey, bud, just out of curiosity, right now, am I talking to the worm? Is this like a Stargate
Yeah.
SG-1 type
Are
scenario
are y'all
or?
one are y'all one entity?
Hmm.
Does the worm have a name?
Yeah.
JFK the third? Did you give him that name?
If you're leaving NYC as well, you would also have the opportunity to ask him if he's flying away from any dead bears today.
Yeah. Finding good roadkill lately?
Did you find any good
Bobby?
roadkill?
Cut the head off a whale anytime recently? Bob?
Bob. Yeah. Anywho, what did
Two
we
by sea,
watch
what was
this?
your watch like?
Yeah. My watch was really smooth this time.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I feel like I've lost a lot of like what I used to talk about now that I'm sailing the seven seas to acquire movies.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yarhar, me hodies, yo ho,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
as they say. I think.
Doing crimes.
Doing crimes. Because I used to be able to talk about Time Apple,
Uh-huh.
and Billy Gates. I guess what we need to do is make up a guy.
Mm. Make up a is he also a pirate?
I think it's got to be Captain Blockbuster.
Captain Blockbuster. Known to his enemies as Tape Beard.
Tape Beard. I love it. So Captain Blockbuster, old Tape Beard,
Mm-hmm.
is what remains of the Blockbuster Empire, which is to say it's a person with a shitload of DVDs and VHSs.
Mm-hmm.
with no legal avenue to sell them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yar! Do you be wishing to watch Free Willy?
What's the one with the Airbud? That's it. Do you want to watch Airbuds 1 through 3?
Yar, there ain't be a rule that dogs can't play basketball.
Or
Yar,
baseball.
or baseball.
I think they also made a baseball one.
They plumbed all the dog depths on those.
Um,
Yo
amazing.
ho.
See, this is better. This is so much better than just me being like, it was fine. So no,
Mm-hmm.
I booted up a session with Captain
You went
Blockbuster.
down to the port.
I went down to the port to see Tape Beard,
Mm-hmm.
and he hooked me up, bro. And
Another Sandy B flick, I see.
you know me, Tape Beard. It's like that and The Closer and some and Will Trent, just a bunch of other random ass shows, and then interspersed in between those is definitely just nothing but Sandy B flicks. So
Mr. Patrick, can I interest you once again in some light pornography?
I still haven't the detail in the lore of Captain Blockbuster. I actually still don't know if he has that.
You need to check, man.
I need to find out how to enable the saucy host.
Yes. Yar, would you like to check out the poop deck?
The poop deck.
It's where I keep my nastiest films.
Yeah, at the port, I do love that it's just like the world's most dilapidated ship, but there is like one of those like old video store style like bead curtains
Mm-hmm.
that you have to go through to get to the poop deck, like the back room.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so everyone knows when you go back there because it makes all the like noise of the
Mm-hmm.
beads smacking into each other. So you can hear it from
Yeah.
2 miles away. Oh, someone just went into the back room of a video store because they norsty.
So did you say you're watching Will Trent and The Closer?
I am not. Other people in the house are.
Mm,
I'm very thankful there's no algorithm
yeah.
for Tape Beard because Tape Beard would not know what to make of any of this.
Yeah, you should also get Bosch in there. Get some Bosch in there.
Now, not familiar, I have to admit.
Bosch, I think, is like some sort of detective show on it's like Amazon Prime's detective show. And it's
Oh,
called Bosch, and it's spelled just like
just like
the
the what?
dishwasher.
Okay, that was my next question: is what is the relationship to the appliance manufacturer Bosch?
I like to think I've never watched it, but I like to think that there's a lot of pop product placement.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like maybe this is some sort of like synergistic thing where it's
Yeah.
and it's not like subliminal, it's not subtle. It is just dude being like, "Oh wow, there's no evidence on this because they washed the gun in a Bosch 800 series dishwasher."
And again, my name is Bosch. I am Timothy Bosch the
Jiminy
third.
Bosch. And as you can see, they used the app, which you can tell on the app where the 800 series will direct the most washing power. And
Hmm.
so he washed all the prints off the gun with the power and efficiency of the Bosch 800 series dishwasher.
Yeah.
And it's such a steal at this price. Of course he would turn to that.
I want to see, I would watch this just for
It
that
doesn't sound
alone.
bad.
Yeah, it sounds because we've watched a lot of like older procedurals because no one's making good procedurals anymore, so we have
Mm-hmm.
to go to older ones.
Uh-huh.
Things that used to air on actual live TV.
Right.
So there's like commercial breaks and
NYPD
stuff.
Blue.
NYPD Blue, not so much. Leverage is a big one that we've been watching.
Mm, mm,
Um, but
Psych?
Psych, oh, love some Psych.
Never
Yeah.
seen it. I'm just trying to think. The Practice?
The
It's more of a
Practice.
legal show.
Suits get some action for sure.
Suits with the former Duchess of whatever.
The artist formerly known as Meghan Markle, who is
Hmm.
now the Duchess of
Well,
Sussex.
didn't they renounce that?
I don't know how that works, Sam.
I don't either, man, but I just know that she did some sort of like wellness cooking show thing on
Oh yeah,
Netflix, and it seemed pretty hilariously out of touch.
I think it was. I think it was deeply out of touch.
It's not, hey, it's not a procedural. You ever check out Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
I have specifically because of you and your amazing wife, Sam.
Uh-huh. And
It's pretty good trash
it's
TV.
really fucking good, man. Look, I got Lois down at a world record 825 last night.
Wow.
Um, a personal best. And
Set of
what did we
PR.
do? Immediately booted up the reunion special for season two, and God, that shit is just trash. And we ate it up like the little piggies we are.
Like the little raccoons you are, you raided that dumpster at night and
Oh,
loved every second of
if you had walked into that room, we would have hissed at you like a couple of fucking possums.
it.
Eyes
Um,
glowing in the dark too. It would have been nightmarish.
yeah. Here's the thing. I don't consume not as like a moral stance, but just as an interest stance, a lot of what I would call like trash TV in a loving
Yeah.
way. The things I have been introduced to are primarily through you guys.
hmm
They are all club bangers.
I'm kind of the same way. I don't watch a lot of reality TV. I don't watch a lot of like trashy stuff. I adore Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I
Yeah.
love it so fucking much.
I mean, you turned me on to a couple. So like what was the one about isn't her name Jewel? The singer in
Oh,
Alaska?
yes. Alaska, The Last Frontier, something like
Something.
that.
Yeah.
Something along those lines.
There was that, and then there's the Naked Show out of England.
Yeah, Naked Attraction.
Naked Attraction, which
We
is a
watch
wild
less of
one.
that one now because we have a child. Um, and it just,
Yeah.
it's just bodies, but it does feel pretty weird to be like, hey, you're almost two. That's a pierced foreskin.
hmm
Um, you got a lot of questions now, I bet.
And I don't have really any answers.
I don't know why
So,
you'd get a Prince Albert son.
yeah. I don't know, all that to say, you guys are like the wizards of recommendations for this category of TV
Uh-huh.
because every single time it's a club banger. Like
Hey,
there was that one show about twins.
oh, yeah, Extreme Sisters.
Extreme Sisters was a trip,
That
man.
doesn't seem to be coming back, and I am actually sad about it.
And they ran out of sisters who were batshit enough to put on that
Oh,
show.
I think the sisters that were on there were cracked enough that
Mm.
you could get a lot of juice from that fruit. Um,
Nice.
so so you went down to the port. You talked to Captain Blackbeard, Blockbuster, not Blackbeard.
Yeah, Captain Blockbuster, old tape beard. That was my whole thing. Sam, how was your watch?
I started it at 4:30 in the morning yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, and in the first time in a while, I watched it all in one sitting.
Amazing. Which means you would have been done at 6:15-ish?
Thereabouts, yeah. A little after because I have to, make my cereal and my coffee.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no. One sitting. I haven't watched a movie in one sitting in forever.
Yeah, I'm really impressed.
You know how long
Now,
it took us to watch Sinners?
oh, great movie, by the way. But
Phenomenal movie. Took a week.
I was gonna say, because that's a long one, and even for me, I will chop that one up into twosies, like into
No,
halves.
no, sevensies on over here. I fell asleep like twice, not because it was bad, but because I'm tired.
Yeah, one sitting per twin is my rule for sinners, but you
So yeah, one sitting, 4:30 in the morning, not too shabby. What's the plot?
All right, the plot for this one, actually, I'm not going to do Luke's patented 3x structure, your money back guarantee, because it's like this one's so straightforward.
Yeah, but this I think can be a sentence.
It can basically, okay, let me try. Let me try to distill it. It may be a little long in this terms of sentences, but
Yeah, you got semicolons and commas and shit,
yeah.
dashes.
So Sandy B and her boyfriend Frank,
hmm
um, are art thieves who steal a painting and sneak off to coastal Rhode Island, which is kind of all of Rhode Island, to be honest. Um,
It is the ocean state.
it is the ocean state for sure. Sneak off to a house in Rhode Island that's unoccupied, and then the cops are after them. Um, and there's a neighbor who's like turns out to also be an art thief at the end of the movie, who's like trying to woo Sandy B and seems
Hmm.
very like cool and English and like yada yada yada. The cops, the best part of this movie, sorry, that's editorial.
Yeah,
A very funny part of this movie is that the cops have no trouble getting to them
none
at all.
whatsoever.
Like the only thing the cops really say throughout this movie is like it can't be this easy because they
Hmm.
keep leaving breadcrumb trails and like business cards and stuff. Like they
Yes.
know exactly who Frank is. They
Yeah,
know
they are
exactly who, yeah.
exceedingly inept as thieves.
Yeah, as thieves go. And then in the end they get caught, but they get off scot-free because they basically help the FBI agent catch the Phil the Shill, who was the neighbor
Hmm.
who was his like nemesis that he'd been hunting for a
Yeah,
decade or something.
notorious art thief
Yeah.
of specifically Matisse paintings.
Yeah, Mattis. Good old
Hmm.
Henry Mattis.
Henry Matisse.
Yeah. Um anyway, that's the whole movie. It's
Hmm.
a lighthearted movie. It's a very like it's meant to be a comedy.
Yes.
So Sam, what did you think of Two If by Sea?
I'm actually gonna go away from my usual, like this was good or this was bad. What a fascinating look into Dennis Leary's mind because he wrote it.
He did write it.
Hmm.
Yeah. Neighborhood kid from Worcester, just down the road.
Hmm.
Dennis Leary wrote this movie. Um, it is kind of a New England journey.
I would go one step further and call it a mass hole journey.
I would agree with that. That's actually an extremely good summary
Hmm.
of at least his character.
Yes.
Is a genuine dyed-in-the-wool masshole.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I laughed a lot.
Yeah.
Um, I can't believe I'd never heard of this movie. Like, it's good enough that I think I would have heard of it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It is grating at times.
It can be like there are scenes like when they're at the party, the neighbor throws a big party and it's a bunch of like well-to-do people because
Hmm.
this community is like nothing but like the well rich and well off,
Yeah.
truly landed gentry kind of folks. And Frank Dennis Leary's like not dressed for the occasion of being a total asshole.
Hmm.
Really grating. Not my favorite part of this movie at all. Um,
Yeah.
but
Or the character Bino.
oh, Beano sucks.
I
Yeah.
hate Bino. Wish
Yeah,
Bino
Beano
died.
Beano for the folks at home is like the guy that hired Dennis Leary, Frank, to like do
Hmm.
this job and is like a local wannabe mob boss in Boston.
Yes.
Boston. Uh and yeah, but I will say like for the cop, there's so many characters that made me laugh quite hard. Like there's the cop, the local cop at this tiny village in Rhode Island who has a wall of VHS tapes and
Yes.
just watches movies all day.
And rents them out from the sheriff's office.
He is a true Captain Blockbuster.
Yes.
Um yeah, so there's that guy, the FBI guy who just keeps saying things like like at one point Bino steal and crew steal a cement truck and accidentally hit the button because they think it's the radio to like start dropping cement.
Hmm.
And so the cops like roll up on the scene and there's a like trail leading straight to where they're going.
Hmm.
Stuff like that. It's got some really good beats.
Oh, the guy who plays, is it FBI agent O'Malley?
Hmm.
Is
Yeah.
phenomenal because like the first time you see him, he is this uh like important for the plot, towering black dude.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
He's quite the character actor too. I can't remember his name. Sorry, guy.
it
But he has like 200 acting credits or something.
I know his last name is like Kato,
Yeah.
Kotto. I forget the first name, but I want to say it started with a Z.
Whoa. Okay.
Um, but no, so he comes onto the scene and somebody's like, "Yeah, this is FBI agent O'Malley," and like this local cop is like, "Oh, your name's O'Malley?" And O'Malley goes, "Yeah, what of it?" And he's like, "Oh, I thought you would be. Well, I thought with O'Malley you would be more." And he goes, "Irish?"
Hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah." And then he just goes, "Top of the fucking morning to you," and then turns around and leaves. And it's so good.
It's so good. There's some truly great moments in this.
Oh yeah.
And I will say we don't, okay, so I feel like we've been guilty of not talking about Sandy B enough.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is she's really good, and the last like batch of movies, she's they've been bad movies with the exception of Speed. Can't remember what else we watched.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, they haven't been bad, but it's just like a lot of times she is clearly the best actor on the screen,
Mm-hmm.
and there's not a lot to talk about. So let's talk about her character in this movie. She's really good at being comedic.
Yes. So funny.
Hmm.
Cause like we've mostly seen her in like dramatic roles.
Yeah.
Um,
Or like rom-com stuff up to this
yeah.
point, action, drama. So we haven't really seen just like a straightforward comedy.
Yeah, and I feel like now we think of her as like kind of more of like a dual talent, I would
Hmm.
say. Because I feel like most of what I know her from is more like comedy
Mm.
type stuff.
Yeah.
Um, but no, she is phenomenal in this.
Hmm.
Um, and like there's the whole talk they have about uh going to see cats
Hmm.
at the beginning of the movie that is just phenomenal. Um, I just I like all of this was so good.
Yeah, I think the movie it makes me think of the most is My Cousin Vinny.
Ooh,
Um,
yeah, I could see that.
it has a similar vibe in that it's like this like cantankerous couple stuck in a small town.
Mm-hmm.
I think clearly My Cousin Vinny is like a better movie.
Yeah.
Like will stand the test of time better. Um, but it's got a similar like kind of quippy feel in their relationship, and it's like literally it started out right. The movie is like they're in a car having an argument talking about cats, like you're
Mm-hmm.
talking about, and there's some they start hinting that there's some cop cars coming up behind them, and I literally said if this is like a Bonnie and Clyde thing, I'm gonna lose my shit. And
Mm-hmm.
then at that exact moment, it's revealed they're art thieves, and Sam, I lost my shit because
It's
that
so
setup
good.
is amazing.
It's so good. If I have um a criticism of
Hmm.
that scene, it's that they're talking about the hit Broadway musical Cats. They're not talking about the Rum Tum Tugger. They're not talking about McCavity. They're not talking about Buster Jones. What are they doing, man? You gotta
Hmm.
talk about the Rum Tum Tugger.
You
Old
got to.
Deuteronomy? Come on, man. He's right there.
He's right there. Sam, I have an extremely important question for you.
Uh-huh.
Because you and I are both big fans of Worst Idea of All Time.
Yeah.
A group, two guys that have famously seen Cats.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of more than anyone should ever see the feature film Cats.
Yes.
So my question for you is, have you seen the feature film Cats?
Not once.
Okay, thank God. Good.
Never. I Here's the thing. I have on several occasions now um goofed about it, about the hit Broadway musical Cats and the feature
Hmm.
film based thereupon.
Yeah.
And I know all the characters now pretty good, Grisabella.
Hmm.
And and at this point, it's almost weird that I Scrimbleshanks know the characters, know the basic plot, but have never consumed any of it.
Yeah.
Not one bit Bomballerina. Um,
Yeah.
Jenny Annie Dots.
I can commiserate a little bit because it's the same thing for me would be Sex and the City, which is that
Mm-hmm.
I've seen actually a fair amount of the show.
Mm-hmm.
None of the movies, thank God, but
Yeah,
or
it
the
must be
reboot
nice, huh?
must be nice. But I'm in the same bucket because those fellas down under
Mm-hmm.
have watched and reported back on every single square inch of that series. So I too am like very familiar with the intricacies of the show
Mm-hmm.
and the characters involved. So it's weird because people will talk about it. So I'm assuming at some point you've been around someone talking about the hit Broadway play Cats.
Nope, that's the other weird part.
Oh, okay. Because you're
I've
locked and loaded. You're ready to pop off with all this trivia and this knowledge about the plot dynamics.
mm-hmm.
And so naturally someone will be like, wow, you're a huge Cats fan. And you'll go, actually, no.
Yeah, I've never seen it and I'm pretty sure I hate it.
What, this thing? Actually, I fucking hate cats.
I am glad that you mentioned Sex and the City because patrons will know Ken and I have not recorded or released any of our episodes about and just like that, the new season. Just haven't had time. What with the
Yeah.
move and our son not going to bed typically until about 9, just hard to squeeze that in.
Yeah.
So we're getting stuff squared away. I think we will start to have more time to do that kind of shit. So
Nice.
hopefully we will be able to do it soon because I am jonesing to see those girls and the fifth character, the city itself.
The city itself.
Um, just what they get up to in a hot New York summer, you know?
Yeah. Like shit like in rattling around in my skull is the knowledge that Mr. Big, doesn't he die from a heart attack while he's on a Peloton?
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Yeah, why do I know this? But when this happened, I remember having conversations with people about it, and they'd be like, wow, I can't believe you've seen the show. And I had to be like, I actually haven't.
Is the polite thing to do to just be like, yeah, me too. It is. I don't seem like I would watch it, huh?
Yeah, I don't know, because the alternative is doing what I did, which is explaining, well, there's a podcast called Worst Idea of All Time that has
Hmm.
two Kiwi dudes who have seen Sex and the City 2 a distressing number of
Yeah,
times.
it starts getting really complicated, and then you're like talking to them more and more and more about your media consumption, and
Yeah.
they're in a corner and they're making help me eyes at every passersby.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of keep going with it. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, and then I have a friend who does it for a podcast that's a Patreon exclusive, and he also hates the show, but he continues to watch it, and they're crying.
Yeah. They're losing
Um,
it. They'll never be the same. It's like an H.P. Lovecraft book.
mhm.
Like they've fully lost sanity.
And at one point, they will eventually go, "Why didn't you just lie? They say you watched it."
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind for the future, actually.
It's
Because I can't
probably.
not engage. If someone pops off with something about Sex in the City, about these gals in the fifth character, which is the
Hmm.
city itself, I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
have to jump in.
You gotta, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But
Oh, sorry. This is a total tangent.
uh-huh.
Oh, I hate to derail us. I really
Hey,
do.
bud, we're supposed to be talking about Two If by Sea, the 1996 comedy. We're talking about Sex in the City. I think we're fine.
I think we're fine. So, speaking of 1996, let's talk about what's the deal with Friends.
Oh, we're
Um,
talking about Friends, huh?
yeah, so Sam, the airplane on the way to LA, it barely
Mm-hmm.
functioned. It started to work the in-flight entertainment towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Swear to God, the only thing they had on the shows was like season 3 of Friends,
Uh-huh.
not 1, 2, or any of the others, just 3.
Yeah.
Um, and of the people around me watched a lot of Friends. So this is where I gotta ask an important question.
Mm-hmm.
Where you landed on Friends?
Hate it. Despise it.
I hate the show so much, Sam.
Kenna watched it, or like rewatched it a while back, and every time I walked in, I was like, this is making you dumber. I was like,
Yes.
it's only vaguely better than the Big Old Bang Theory.
I think it's vaguely. Okay, I actually really like that description. Vaguely better.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
purely just naming other things,
Yeah.
but
Or
it is
like,
not funny.
because Friends isn't actively punching down at the people it's like supposedly for.
Right, yeah. It's
Um,
not spending the whole runtime of the show being like, isn't having friends fucking dumb?
yeah.
Isn't it so deeply uncool to have pals, you dick?
Mhm. Chums. Yeah, this show fucking sucks though. What was going on in the 1990s that we were so desperate for entertainment that fucking Ross and Rachel
Yeah.
was like the biggest thing going? Because I gotta be honest, man, they both suck.
They suck a lot. Clinton?
A balanced budget and a waggled thumb.
I here's the thing. Your boy kind of has two presidents. He's got one president that he hates a lot.
Okay.
Historic president. And that's Ronald Reagan.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can trace most problems in this country back directly to Ronald Reagan.
Yeah, it's truly distressing how many of those threads terminate at
Hmm.
that fucking
At the
face.
fucking Gipper.
At the Gipper, yeah.
Um, the other, that's kind of a new entrant is actually Bill Clinton.
Okay, I didn't know this about you. Now,
Dude
and
fucking sucks.
okay,
One,
I don't know anything really about our
oh,
former
yeah.
governor and former president.
Well, for starters, he is kind of a rapist. Um,
Oh, okay.
which is a problem, I would
Yeah.
say. I think we can all agree on that. Well,
I don't think we can
I
all
think we
agree,
can't.
apparently. I think apparently.
But no, he stripped a lot of social programs.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and he did a lot of the like war on drug stuff and like tough on crime shit that disproportionately impacted black people. It wasn't great. It was
Not a
the
good one, huh?
like kind of a Joe Manchin type of
Oh, okay.
like saying you're a Democrat but then kind of doing Republican shit.
Yeah, for sure. Which
Yeah.
fuck that guy.
Oh, fuck Joe Manchin straight back to hell.
Yeah.
Um, uh, so, um, so yeah, don't love Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't love Friends.
don't love Friends, don't love Bill Clinton, hate Ronald Reagan. Did you think it was odd that Phil the Shill loved titty art?
He truly did love some titty art though,
He
huh?
had a specific taste, and that taste was for an exposed breast.
I think when he went shopping for art, he's going through galleries and like, here's a nice still life,
Hmm.
here's a nice landscape, and go, needs more titty though.
Yeah, he'd be walking around a gallery and they'd be like, "Here's this landscape," and you go soft, and then it'd be like, and here's a still life, soft. Here's a portrait of George Washington, soft. Here's a portrait of Ronald Reagan, half chub. Here's a Matisse painting with one exposed breast, hard, hard. Sorry, I blew out the mic on that, but whatever. That's your
Hey,
problem.
screaming hard into your microphone and blowing it out is pretty par for the course when it
Yeah,
comes to this show.
that's a
So
Hanksy Panksy classic right
that's a
there.
classic for sure. Since the first app.
Yeah. So it's like a metal detector,
Hmm.
or a dowsing rod, I guess more accurately.
Oh, his
Um,
penis?
mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, his penis is a dowsing rod. I don't know if that would be good or bad, if I'm being honest.
If your penis was a dowsing rod, I feel like
Uh-huh.
it'd be pretty good actually.
Walking around and you're like, there's water under here.
It's what I mean if you dug a hole right here.
You took a hole right now betwixt my legs. You'd get a natural spring, let me tell you what.
And let me tell you what, I think it would be pretty cool, except for if you bought a house under which
Hmm.
there was the potential to dig a hole and find water,
Oh, it's tough.
so
Every
you
time
just
I walk to the kitchen, my penis goes right down.
write down exactly. It's just like, well, how's the new house? It's great, except for every morning when I go to make coffee, my penis just sort of like slams into the floor or
It's like the
does its best
devil's
to smack.
tugging at my dick.
Okay, well, moving on, I guess.
What are
Didn't
your
want.
thoughts on cats, I guess? Let me tell you about the rum tug tugger. Um, yeah, what else is there to say about this film?
This film here.
Actually, I have a question
Yeah.
because something comes up, and it's probably the thing that I have been transfixed on the
Hmm.
most. There is a scene where Sandy's character Roz, who is canonically Jewish, they
Yes.
say it many times, is talking to Dennis Leary's Frank about the life that she wants
Yeah.
and wanted to have. And it's a lot about, like a house and kids and this and that and blah blah blah. And then at one point she says, "I wanted to go to Italy." And he says, "But you're Jewish."
Yeah.
Hey man, why can't Jews go to Italy? I'm really confused about this, Luke.
I am too, because it was it's a
What?
very confusing statement.
It doesn't make any sense. I've been to Italy
Oh,
and I was fine.
that's what I was gonna say. You've been to Italy. I've not, but I know for a
Yeah.
fact that you have been to Italy and it was a great time.
And if my World War II memory serves me well, and I think it does, I the Italians weren't the ones who were genociding us.
No.
Were they collaborators? Sure. Yeah. I don't know why I'm still up on the mic, but I'm kind of comfortable here. And it's a poor viewing experience, I think,
Yeah.
for the five or so people who watch on
It's
YouTube.
it's really giving conspiracy corner, actually.
It does have some conspiracy corner vibes because you can just see my eyes, my tired,
Hmm.
tired eyes. Um, but but yeah, so they collaborated with the people who were killing the Jews. Um, but they themselves were not sort of spearheading that. So I don't understand it.
Yeah.
Why can't Jews go to Italy, Luke?
I think it's more that he's implying that Jews don't want to go to Italy.
I but it's a country known for its food, and Jews famously like to eat,
This
unlike
is
Christians who don't eat at all. We know
no,
this about Christians.
we do know this about Christians.
They filter feed.
Yeah, the plankton mostly.
Mostly plankton
Uh and when on land,
and
gnats
plankton and tardigrades
and tardigrades.
and gnats. Gnats?
Yeah, on land, when they're on
Oh, okay,
land.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which they
Um
rarely slosh onto land.
it's true. Yeah, except for Sunday services,
Mm-hmm.
when they famously all slosh onto land and then
Uh-huh.
paddle like lungfish their way to the
Yeah.
service.
Cause you know what they're always saying, where there's land, there's Jews.
Which is not an incorrect statement.
Uh-huh.
It is just a very weird one. As you know, where there's land, there's Jews. You're
Antarctica,
not
chock
wrong.
block
That is where we are for sure. But
for
like
the most part.
for the most part, until you build an Atlantis, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Julantis, I believe
Ju
is what it would be.
yeah, I'm trying to think if there's a better Atlantia, like Judea. I don't know.
Uh,
Come back to me. It's not very
yeah,
good.
yeah, we'll get there.
Uh, but yeah, I'm really perplexed by this, as is Sandy B, to be fair. In this movie, she
Yeah.
doesn't seem to get what he's saying. She just knows he doesn't mean well by it.
And here's the thing, Dennis Leary wrote that, I
Yeah.
have to imagine. And so he knows what he meant,
Hmm.
but he also does not interrogate himself on it in the film.
Yeah.
And so I'm so like
I mean, if
I
the implication is, as I'm understanding it, that Jews don't want to go to Italy, which is, as you pointed out, pretty untrue.
hmm
I think while we're dealing in broad generalizations,
yeah.
but is the implication that Jews prefer to vacation in like Eastern Europe, like the homeland or something?
Or is it something to do with like the fact that like a lot of Italian food isn't kosher? Because it's
That
a
could
lot
be
of
it.
like cheese and meat.
That could be a lot of cream sauces
But
mixed
even
up
that
with
feels like pretty specific for a
that. See,
Dennis Leary joke.
for a Dennis Leary joke, that's hyper specific, and I don't
Yeah.
think that's what he meant.
It's too smart for for a person who's for the most of this movie, his punchlines are just saying like homophobic slurs in the R word.
Yeah. Which, hey, big caveat on all this. This movie is really funny. It does use both the F slur and the R slur quite a bit,
Yeah, it's those aspects of it have aged like cottage cheese.
like cottage cheese. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Um,
not great.
they weren't great to begin. I like the cottage cheese metaphor because it wasn't amazing to start with,
No. No, no, no.
and it has only gotten progressively worse.
Um, let's see. What else do I have here? Um, I did I did notice a little bit of Sandy B lore.
Hmm.
She has the little smallpox vaccine scar.
Whoa.
Yeah, remember when we eradicated diseases?
Yeah. How about that?
What a wild time.
What a wild
Um,
time.
two, two other things in my notes here. Um, one I think goes into the canon of contextless things that I wrote down that
Hmm.
I'm not really certain of.
Yeah.
What drove me to write it, what I meant by it, and that
Yeah.
is Jewish Gronkowski.
Okay. That
I don't
is
know.
no, I cannot shade this in at all.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I was thinking like, what would a Jewish Gronkowski be like? Like Rob Gronkowski in a kippah and a talit,
Oh, that would be
saying the
amazing.
Shema, haltingly reading his Torah portion at his bar mitzvah.
His bar mitzvah. Which is exactly how Gronk would do it.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu
Hmm.
Adonai Echad. Bizarre that he would be reading the Hebrew but as though it were written with English letters.
I just love that people at the bar mitzvah would be saying like, "Yeah, I know it's bad, but have you seen him play football? He's got a future, this kid."
Don't spike the Torah. Um,
By the way, living in
mhm,
New England, here's just a New England thing. On our
mhm,
flight back to Boston,
uh-huh,
there was a guy in a full Gronk jersey
mhm.
holding up the line in a huge way, and it took every part of my like being not to just shout, "Move it, Gronk!" So,
Probably a good choice not to because it that seems like a dyed in the wool masshole, and
yes,
he will fight.
he will fight me. And plus, if it had actually been Gronk, which I could see Gronkowski wearing his own jersey
Yes,
everywhere,
oh, absolutely.
absolutely. Then I would have also had the a fight on my hands for sure.
Yeah,
So,
I well, obviously, had you gone up to him and said something to him, he would have gone, "Good Yontif."
mhm.
Um, Shalom, fellow traveler.
Shalom.
And then he would have spiked a small Torah and gotten on the plane. I feel like wearing a Pats jersey is shorthand for I have gotten into a fight before and I will again.
And I have no qualms with
Yeah.
diving into that again. Yeah.
Yeah. The other, I mean, I took a lot of notes, but the other one that I felt like w- I wanted to talk about is tangential to the movie. So I did watch this at Evil Bastard Man Jeff Bezos's house.
Oh,
Um,
you recently married evil bastard man.
yes. May he die quickly.
Yeah.
And soon. Uh, Paused it, got served an ad for Dude Wipes.
Oh, dude wipes. Nice. The extremely gendered butt wipe.
Yeah, we don't need that.
We don't. No. We
And
also, yeah.
let me clarify. Not that dudes don't need wipes. We do. Men are
Yeah.
disgusting, and
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot of dudes need some help down there.
Hmm.
Everybody got the same kind of butthole.
Every the same kind of, I mean, every butthole's different.
Well, ask Salvador Dali.
Yeah.
Every
A
butthole, a little bit different,
little bit different.
but everybody got one.
Everybody got one for sure. And
Doesn't
like,
matter if you're a man, you're a woman, you're cis, you're trans, you're non-binary, genderqueer, does not matter. You got a butthole.
yeah.
You got one, and it's basically the same. Now, Salvador Dali would say, "Oh, the wrinkles are different."
Hmm.
Uh, and he'd want to check it out, take a cast of it. He'd say, "Can you sit down on my plaster
Yeah.
so that I can take a little mold of your beehole?" Um, what a dirty dog
What a
Dolly
weird
was.
guy. What is,
Um,
because I think we've talked about it before in the podcast, but you are not being like, you're not joking. That is a
no,
thing Salvador Dali did.
yeah, you can look up his butthole molds
His butthole
of
molds.
all his friends who he would be like, "Would you sit down on this plaster so I could take a mold of your fucking rusty starfish?"
Yeah. Your gate to hell. Um,
Your mud hole.
your mud hole. Yeah, so I think the fact that we have extremely gendered butt wipes
Hmm.
is just a real like the day that we don't have those will be a sunny day. For the
Oh
moment,
God.
it's a total bellwether of the times we live in that I guess guys are in, like the normal ass wipes aren't like for ladies.
Yeah, like I can't even imagine what if you go down the aisle
Hmm.
as in your Gronkowski jersey, let's
In
be
your
honest,
yeah, in your Gronk jersey.
and you see just normal wipes, and you go, "That's for pussies."
That's for pussies.
I don't got a pussy, so I
Hmm.
can't. That's not for me.
Yeah,
I need something that's built for balls,
I
even though
guess.
it's touching my butthole.
Yeah.
Like before dude wipes, were they using fucking sandpaper or something? Like
I
just
don't
a
know.
damp paper towel?
I don't think they were using anything, Sam, and that's the distressing part.
That's the problem. A
Yeah.
garden hose would even be better.
A garden hose is one, I think the butchest way you can possibly hose off. Get your ass clean.
Let's interrogate that a bit. No, the butchest way that you can wash your backside is with a fucking bidet, sir.
Is that butch though? That just seems
Hey,
practical.
let's recontextualize masculinity, okay? The most masculine thing is having a clean butthole so that
Yeah.
you're not rubbing your doo-doo ass in people's faces on
Yeah.
the plane when you get glutened in hour one of a 23 and a half hour flight and you're sitting three deep in row 23.
Yeah. I don't disagree with any of that. I just think it'd
Hmm.
be fucking hilarious if you're like, man, we're talking mask of any gender, just like it's
Yeah.
so masculine to be like, hang on, I'm gonna use the restroom and then I'm gonna need to go out back to hit the spray
Yeah.
nozzle.
Yeah, hold on. I dropped a nasty one. And now I gotta go out in the yard for a minute.
I gotta, because You're gonna get clean. I promise you that.
You will get clean. Nothing else will be clean,
Yeah.
but your asshole will be.
Yeah, so will be. Get a bidet, folks. Do some wipes. Just make sure you're clean down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You got any other thoughts about this bad boy?
Not really, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Do you recognize that Phil the Shill was Stannis Baratheon?
Yes, we did actually.
Wild.
It
Wild to
is
see that guy.
because he showed up and one of us went Stannis Baratheon,
Mm-hmm.
and we looked him up, and sure enough,
It is also Stannis Baratheon wearing too many layers because he first arrives wearing a button down, under a sweater, under a sport coat. And this is just his like day to day, like I'm just hanging out
yeah,
sort of attire. How many fucking layers do you need?
it is confused. I mean, he is European, and I've seen those people wear full coats in the middle of summer, so I don't know.
Sure, but that many layers?
It's a lot of layers.
That's a lot of it's lose one and
Yeah,
it's
he's got.
okay.
I think it's just because he's got so much to hide.
True. He did
Yeah,
have a hidden painting room full of replicas of the paintings that he stole next to a hidden painting room full of the actual paintings that he stole.
which I don't want to get into it because we're running long.
Hmm.
Is fucked up and bananas. I don't know why he would ever do such a thing.
Why locate them next to each other?
Why locate them next to each other? Why do it in the first place? Why
Hmm.
not just why have an identical room?
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is an interesting flex to be like, oh, all those stolen paintings that look exactly like these are replicas. I just happen to have a collection of the same
Yeah.
stolen paintings.
And then to make an identical room a foot away from them,
Hmm.
sealed off, that has the actual anyway,
Yeah,
not important. I don't have too much else to say other than I don't know. It's not a recommend, but if it's on your in-flight entertainment system, I'd say give it a shot, I guess is what I'm saying.
sure. That seems fair. So next time we will be watching. I really hate that IMDb refreshes every fucking time.
Yeah,
Looks
it's
like we will be watching 1996's A Time to Kill.
A Time to Kill.
And that time, of course, 8:30.
Mm. Yeah, you
8:30 is the time to kill.
8:30 is good because it's post dinner but pre going to sleepy by.
Or start your day with a murder.
Or start your day with a murder. Get it out of the way.
Yeah, kill someone,
Yeah.
have a nice brunch, move on with your day.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, folks, thanks for listening to another episode of Hanksy Panksy. You can find us on Facebook at Hanksy Panksy Podcast. You can find us on Instagram at Hanksy Panksy Pod. We technically have a blue sky and we're on Reddit. I forget to post there sometimes. Um, happens, you
It
know.
happens.
We do have a YouTube, Hanksy Panksy Podcast, I think, something like that. So you can see me get too close to the camera. I think
Yeah,
we can all
arguably.
agree. And most importantly, we got a Patreon, patreon.com/HanksyPanksy. You can chuck us some money. We'll eventually get some stuff up there, some more stuff up there. We got good content up there now, I like to think.
Yeah.
But we've got kind of a backlog of stuff. We still need to finish Pod and Cast again, A Hobbit
Yeah.
Tale. Um, we had to stop doing that because when I tried to boot up Two Towers on HBO Max, all the sound was fucked up. It sounded like it was playing inside of a can out in my yard. Uh, so
Hopefully, fingers crossed it works now.
and then eventually Ken and I'll do well, Journey to the center of the city, I think is
That's
what we
it.
call that one.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, so we'll be doing that. But you chuck us enough money, you be one of Hanks's heroes, like Tuck and Daniel and fellas. Uh, I'll spike the Torah for you.
Interesting.
Yeah, Luke, you got a final quote?
I
Bail me
do.
out of this.
I do. I can bail you out for sure, but I do have a quick question. Sam, De Niro or Walken?
Ooh, fuck. I like it, De Niro.
Okay. All right, let me get it. I'm Robert De Niro. Okay. I know he's fucking French. That's the
Nice.
quote. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Do you want the Walken just for kicks?
Please, yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah. I think it would be like, I know he's fucking French.
there, nailed it. Excellent. Well, folks, thanks for listening to another episode of Hanksy Panksy No Whoops. We'll be back next time with 1996's A Time to Kill.